And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert Brzezinski with you. It's Saturday morning, June 6th, 2020. And I am so grateful to be with you. Time for morning prayers happens every day, 8:15 a.m. Mountain Time and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time for evening prayers as well. So I want to say I love that it's t-shirt weather. You guys like my t-shirt? I love this t-shirt. This was a gift from a student a while back now. And the banana slug, UC Davis, I believe it is. I might be wrong. If I am, call me out on it. Anyway, it's a Saturday morning. It's an exciting morning. There's just a ton of great things going on in the world today. Number one, I want to invite you to our New Thought Media Network Expansion Jam. It's happening just a little bit later here this morning, following morning prayers. We're going to do this expansion jam, share a bit with you about the vision, mission, and purpose behind this brand new baby ministry called New Thought Media Network. So I'd love to have you join me for a little while and check out what's going on there. And the other big news is, you may have heard, I'm going on a vacation, taking about a week off. And I have a couple of great friends and ministers, Reverend Lisa Bear and Reverend Elzia Sekou. Both are fairly regular guests on this broadcast. They're going to take over for the week. And Lisa will predominantly be doing mornings and Elzia will be doing evenings. However, they're going to flip-flop a little bit as well. Excuse me. They're going to flip-flop a little bit as well. And they're going to pick up all the prayers for about a week. So you're not going to hear me for about a week. I'm going to do my best to maintain some radio silence, unplug, and listen deeply to Mother Earth, to myself, to Spirit, to all the good that's in the world, and gonna, again, do my best to stay unplugged as much as I can for the week. So please know that I'll be here tomorrow and this evening and tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to do my best to be radio silent for a while. So, all right, let's get into some prayer work. Now, remember, when we talk about prayer on this broadcast, we're not talking about begging and beseeching God to rain down some super secret blessing upon me. We're talking about opening to an affirmative truth, a truth that is revelatory, a truth that is life affirming, and a truth that often does really reveal itself in the moment. So we open up to allow God's Spirit and God's Spirit, the one, to reveal through us and through our words. So if you'd like to get your prayer included in this program, be happy to pray for you on the program. Or if you'd like to get your prayer in my prayer book, please send an email, revbriz@spiritevolving.com. Just label it prayer requests. If you'd like to meet in person, and as in like a video call or a phone call, and pray specifically for your requests, then we can arrange that as well. So please reach out. Never too busy to pray. It might take me a little while to get back to you next week, but normally I get back to you right away. Okay, let's dive in here. It's a brand new, beautiful day. It's a brand new, beautiful weekend. It is a brand new, beautiful opportunity right here and right now to come and know the one, to come to that place of recognizing God, the God known by many, many names, many faces, many icons and images. And still it is all one God, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence that is forever taking on form and abandoning that form in order to take on new form. One expression of life through billions and billions of heartbeats, living its life through every expression of life, every furry creature, every creepy crawly creature, every blade of grass and blooming flower, every rainbow, raindrop, everyone across this planet, every living being on this planet and beyond, a divine aspect of the wholeness, the oneness that is God's life here on planet Earth. So I know there is only one life. I know that life is perfect. I know that life is God's life. And I know that life is my life and your life right now. that you exist as a divine emanation of spirit, a one-time event on this planet, never to be repeated. And so I know the world would be a much, much lesser place without you, without the gifts that you bring, without the gifts that only you can bring. For you are this divine emanation of spirit. You are speaking truth. You are living the life of God right now. And that means that everything that comes forward into your life, everything that you feel called to bring into this world, that is God ordained. And I claim for each that hear these words now or at another time, I claim for each the experience of knowing that you right now are creating the world of your dreams. You are creating the life you truly desire, moment by moment by moment. And so the choice is in each one of our hands, the choice to see the good or to look to what appears to be other, to see the unity or to propel the diversity, the division. All is well in the mind of God. And so I claim for each a deep knowing that this goodness is revealing itself through the vision for our lives, through the experiences of our lives. And I know that's what's happening in the world today, the events of this day, the protests and the diseases and all the weirdness that's happening out in the world today, that's all out in the world. And that means that's a condition. And what I know is I know we can control the conditions of our lives based on our thoughts, our thinking, what our beliefs, what we put into the law. It is through this process of prayer that we put into the law that which we truly desire, a life that works for everyone, a world that works for everyone, a world where humanity is awakening to its spiritual magnificence moment by moment by moment by moment. Every day I see more and more people awakening to the absolute truth of God's life on planet Earth. I see it on Facebook and I see it on social media. I see it everywhere. People awakening to their own magnificence. And in that, they recognize their opportunity to serve, to share that magnificence. And together, we are creating this glorious world that works for all. Together, we are creating heaven on earth. Together, we are creating Valhalla. It's all happening right now. We're in the very midst of it. And I know that each one is being called to say yes and to say no. To say yes to which is like that they see as life affirming, and to say no, enough is enough, there shall be no more, to that which is not. To those things that are marginalizing humanity, trying to make one person right over another. We have that power to say enough to the things that no longer serve. And as we do that, they crumble away, they fall, they dissipate back into the nothingness from whence they came. And we accept and affirm a life and a world that works. Your life works. My life works. And I envision a world that works for all. Be with that. Let the vision fill you for a moment. What would it look like? A world that works for all. I see the beauty of it all. Grand, grand beauty of it. And I know together we are creating this truth. For this is God's truth revealing itself through this time, through this experience, through my life, your life, all life. And I am grateful. Grateful for this reminder, grateful for this opportunity, most especially grateful to know that God's got this. So there's nothing more for me to do, no question about how or when or why. I just get myself out of the way, get myself out of the divine circuits, and let God do what God does. Be God, be good. And so from that grateful heart, I release this word into the law that it must demonstrate that is already operating upon this word, and I let it be. And if any word of this has resonated in any way, please join me in an affirmation of this truth as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, just a short half hour from now, New Thought Media Network Expansion Jam. Please go grab a cup of coffee, maybe a bagel or something. Come on back and join me as we explore and share the emerging vision, mission, and purpose behind New Thought Media Network, brand new baby ministry and nonprofit. We're working on our nonprofit status, all that stuff. We're working on websites. We're working on ideas and organizational structures. And there's so much wonderful stuff going on. So I invite you to come back and join us. We're going to have some music and share a bit about this. And then at 9:30, if you are even more interested and want to get involved, we're going to have an opportunity at 9:30 how you can get involved, and we'll share that with you at about 9:30. And then we'll go, then that's the idea. We'll go to a private Zoom room at 9:30 and get some work done. Get to know each other, spend another hour, maybe half hour to an hour in that room, getting to know each other and setting out some work teams and getting some things moving. So, all right, dear ones, I love you. You are amazing. I'll be back tonight for evening prayers, 8:15. And I'll be back with this group and for morning prayers again tomorrow as well. A few different shout outs. Good morning, Ursula. So good seeing you, dear one. And Cindy as well. Thank you. Thank you deeply, dear one, for being here. Deeply, we are one. Mark, I'm glad you're with us this morning. Thank you for being up and part of it all. I'm going to go get ready for the expansion jam. I'll be back in a half an hour. I love you all. See you again soon. Until then, peace and blessings. Go forth and prosper.